Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your February 2025 reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found ÄLKØMԻ. Okay, let's get started right away. We have here this card called Felix Felicitas, and this is a powerful symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. So there's serendipity here on the table. Lucky events here on the table. Very Jupiter energy like yourself. You also have the Quicksilver. And, you know, the Quicksilver is number 24 in this deck. This is liquid mercury. It's sort of part liquid, part metal. It has the ability to slip between worlds. It really can't be pinned down or easily defined. It's said that Mercury represents the transition between life and death. It's a transitory card. This card indicates you have a gift for transition, or perhaps you find yourself in a transitional phase of your life. Transition. You also have make a blend, and it says the ball is in your court. It's up to you to make the next move. Right. It says you decided what you need to help you on your path. Trust your intuition on this one. You may be feeling like you're a little bit on shaky ground for part of this month. This is a reminder that your intuition has carried you this far. You also have destiny. I really love when these cards come in reverse, because when they do, it means that this is something that's coming to you naturally. You're not going to have to seek it out. It says, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Your destiny is on the table. And you know, your destiny is at the forefront of this reading. Serendipitous events, transitory. There is some sort of, I don't know, I'm not saying a decision just yet, but there is some sort of action you're going to have to take one way or the other. I'm probably jumping ahead a little bit too much, but, you know, before we do that, let's do this. It says the call of longing. So there may be something you have been longing for a very long time here, Sagittarius, that is in your grasp. It's within your grasp now, this month. You have the Badger, and you have the Endurance here. It says, whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter what the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your dreams in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. And this is number one. This is number one. Very interesting, okay? You have the endurance of the Badger. Your destiny is on the table. There is something you've been longing for that is going to be presented to you, be offered to you. Something along those lines. You have gravity here. When we pull the gravity card, believe it or not, it is very earthy. It's a very earthy card. When you first look at this card, you might think it's air, right? You might even think, you might think it's air because you see the planets, the butterflies, but it is an earth energy, and this is groundedness. Searching for grounded energy. You might feel a bit ungrounded at certain points in the month. The grounded energy is what you're seeking, and if you're not consciously seeking this is something you should seek, because it's something that will definitely help you. Okay, let's see what else. You have number one here. Wow. Another number one. It says, I am innovative. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. We talked about that, right? Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. Number one is a powerful, powerful number. It is the first number of a journey, a new journey, right? You may find yourself at a very new point in your life. Before we move on to this card over here, or actually your Astro as well, let's do your charms. You have the Wing here. And this is, you know, this has come up in your reading a few here and there. A lot. There is someone here on the other side that looks out for you. This could be a deceased relative. This could be the angels. It could be your spirit guides. But there is something here. You have a travel indicated here, and this is either something that you want to do, something that you really want to do. Perhaps you're tasting freedom here. The wings could also represent that feeling of freedom, feeling of, wow, now I could exhale and do X, Y, and Z, or I could plan for it, right? You have your card here, well, one of your cards coming in sideways here. It's the Wheel of Fortune. The reason I say it's your card specifically here is because it is Jupiter, right? The Wheel of Fortune is transition. It is transition, it's luck, but it's coming in sideways. So these are it is choices, right? Choices come up again. There are choices you're going to have to make. There are roads you're going to have to choose. There are things you're going to have to endure in order to get to the good stuff here. You also have here Sagittarius. Wow. You came out in your own reading. I don't know if you can see that, but it is the charm of Sagittarius. On the other side, it says optimistic. That's what Sagittarius is known for. But the fact that your charm came out is an omen that this is absolutely your reading. You have the letters B, Q, P is in Peter, W, and Z. These letters could be someone's initials. These letters could be a place. It could be God, it just could be anything. It could be software. It could be the name of a building. It could be anything. Write down these letters, keep them close to you so you can refer to them throughout the month, because I have a feeling they're going to be meaningful in some way. In the Lenormand deck here, you have a number 1 again, right? It's the Rider. Wow. What did I say? The beginning of something. You might have recently ended something or recently began something, or you might be in the middle of doing that, but you are definitely at the start of something here. Sagittarius. And, with the Rider, that is a messenger, could be news, a delivery, could be a visitor. It could be feedback that's on the way to you, right? It's either going to arrive shortly or it has, but it is generally good news. So keep that in mind, okay? Now let's do your astrology here. You have, look at this. You have Mercury. Wow, that's Quicksilver. So basically, it's a double Mercury. You have Mercury that came out here. And we know that Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Getting Mercury again in a different form is meaningful. It is. It is absolutely the planet of communication. Could be something, with this Rider card, it could be some communication that is coming into you that's meaningful, that will perhaps give you freedom, that will perhaps give you good news, that will allow you the expansion of Jupiter. I'm really feeling that this is going to be a month of expansion for you, okay? So let's look at February. We have February 9th. We have Sun in Aqua, Mercury in Aqua, right? And on that day, it is a great day to be social, attend meetings, go to, if it's business related, if your goals are business, then, reach out and be social in those situations. If it's not business related, reach out to your friends, it's a great day for socialization, whether it is coworkers or whether it is your social circle. On February 10th, you have Mercury in Aqua square Uranus and Taurus. Be cautious that day of simple mistakes. Just anything can happen. You could mail a letter without a stamp. It could be something that simple. You could think you clicked an email to go and send, and you forgot to click send. Little simple mistakes. Just be on your guard that day for those particular small mishaps. On February 14th, Mercury enters Pisces. Valentine's Day, my friends, it will be more romantic due to your thoughts being more dreamy and rosy with that Mercury in Pisces energy. Really, really nice. On February 20th, we have Mercury in Pisces square Jupiter in Gemini. This aspect encourages us to sit with our choices before acting. And we talked about that a few times, like choices, right? Definitely, you're going to be presented with which way to go, how to proceed. If you're starting a new path, which, different, it's going to be, there's a feeling of newness in this reading, something new that you are going to have to either accomplish, overcome, get through, decide about, stuff like that. So definitely on February 20th, sit with your choices before acting, right? New facts may come in that will challenge what you thought you knew. So be very careful on that day. It's not a warning. It just so happens on February 20th. Sit back and wait. February 23rd, Mercury in Pisces trine Mars in Cancer. Your words can unlock opportunities today. So go ahead and use your voice. Use it strategically. Another thing that is happening a few days after, on February 25th, is Mercury in Pisces conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Do not dwell on anything negative today. Instead, try to remain positive. Try to remain, you might be tempted to be negative about something that day. Spirit is urging you to stay positive. If little things happen, if something happens, rise above it because it will be a very temporary energy, okay? Let's look at this. We have these 3 cards. We'll start with Aries. Okay, so we have Aries and it says trailblazing, innovative, fearless. Another fire sign just like yourself. The tarot card would be the Emperor in this case, right? A cardinal sign. It's very Martian, very Mars energy. It is the first sign of the zodiac, so there is that number 1 again, right? Very important. You're starting something new. You're going on a new path. You're starting a new life. You're starting a new job. You're starting a new relationship. You're starting a new mindset. There is something new on the table, okay? Aries is a very independent sign, a fiery sign. They sort of play and indulge in activities, and they're very childlike in many ways. They have this wonder about them. The trait is often mistaken for naivety sometimes, right? But in my opinion, Aries is the furthest thing from naive. Aries calls on you to face challenges head on with bravery, with courage. Lean on your individuality. Step into your special gifts. Notice what makes your heart sing, your energy lighter. If you have Aries highly aspected in your chart, you're being asked to lean on that energy this month, Sagittarius. Next up, we have Virgo. Analytical, functional, efficient, earth energy. This is the card of the Hermit in tarot, right? They're mutable. It's a mutable sign. They analyze things. They're analytical. They're resourceful. Virgo shines through organization and structure. So you have a little bit of fire. You have a little bit of enthusiasm. And you also have a structure that needs to form under all that. They are problem solvers. They approach situations with care. They strive for perfection. This could embody how you're feeling this month with certain things. Be patient and kind to yourself. Allow this to unfold the way it should here, Sagittarius. Next up, we have Cancer in the 4th house, family, roots, foundation. Cancer, ruled by the moon. At the base of the natal chart lies the 4th house. It represents home, family, and ancestry. Origins and values are passed down here. That includes traditional customs from your heritage, generational beliefs, the good, the bad, the ugly. As the foundation for your early life, this sets the tone as you develop and evolve into your adult self. And it leaves a lasting impact for better or for worse. The 4th house can contain karmic obligations and blessings bestowed by family traditions. This house also defines your sense of home and what you surround yourself with to feel safe. You may be moving into a new home. You may be decorating a new home. The home may be very symbolic, where you're it's happening inside, where you're readjusting, reaffirming, changing direction, changing your manifestation goals. You have a new road in front of you, and that could feel free. That could be a freeing experience. That could be scary at times, but it certainly is exciting. And I can see where that Aries energy would be very, very potent. I could also see where the Virgo energy would be needed as well. So yeah, let's move on to your tarot here, Sagittarius. So as we look, let's look at your first leg here. Your first leg, you do have seeds in spring. And usually when I see this card, you're planting seeds for your future. You might be thinking very seriously about your future. This may be a month of, like I said, listen, starting something new within yourself, new goals, excitement for those new goals, planting seeds. You have the Ace of Cups here in reverse. I'm really getting the feeling that this is you perhaps healing from something. You might be healing from something. It could be something deep from your childhood. It could be something, it could be a friendship, could be a family member, could be a relationship, could be a job that you're healing from. I know one Sagittarius who is healing from a bad work experience. So this is a card of many things. It could be many things in many readings, but in this reading, I'm really getting the feeling that it is healing from something that was painful in some way. Okay, this is followed up with the King of Wands and yet another fire sign. Here you have Sun in Leo. This is pure water here, the Ace of Cups. But with your Sun in Leo, right? Gaining confidence, going from this healing energy, right, to gaining the confidence you need, getting your control back, taking decisive action. Perhaps you've been stagnating. Perhaps you've been in a situation where you felt stuck. Perhaps you felt you're in a relationship that just squashed your confidence. Perhaps you feel like the people around you needed to go. You needed to cut ties with them in order to breathe. There is something that is giving you back your groove in some way here. Very nice energy. Now, these two cards came out together, and one of them is obviously Aries again. You have the Emperor we mentioned before, right? Aries is all the things we said, but the Emperor is stability, willpower, achievement, strength, preparing for your future, taking your future extremely seriously. The Emperor does not mess around. He has serious goals. He has very clear-cut goals, and he goes for it. There's a lot of fire in this reading. You also have here the Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse is Moon in Cancer. Let me just straighten these cards. Me, it's like this ongoing battle with the cards, Moon in Cancer, right? You're ready to be more productive, proactive, pursue your goals. This could be a card of sort of being lazy or being stuck, or, you could see somebody's offering someone something and he doesn't look interested, right? This may have been something from your past because it is in reverse. And you're now like, you know what? I didn't want that cup. I didn't want that job. I didn't want that person. I didn't want that friendship. I didn't want that energy around me, or those goals I have outgrown. Now I'm looking for something else. You get that spring back in your step now, right? When we add this up, you can't make this up either. When we add this up and break it down, guess what we get? Mars energy. Aries again. Martian energy. What is Martian energy? Mars energy manifests itself in stamina, strength, and it's Emperor energy. So you're planting these seeds. I love the way you're coming into this month. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's look at your second leg here. Second leg, you have, it says separation and longing. You may be, I don't know about longing. I'm not really feeling you longing for something here, Sagittarius, but it did come out twice. I am jumping ahead a little bit. So it is meaningful. It is very meaningful. I do think you separated yourself from something. You definitely you separated yourself. There was a split here. And it was all the things we said. You could have separated yourself from a mindset, from certain goals that have been built upon, you need new goals now, right? A person, a job. Again, your life went like this. It went like this. Number one, you took a new road. Your destiny awaits. You have that grounding energy. Interesting. Okay, let's look at these cards here. You have here, first card up is Judgment. Judgment is definitely Pluto energy, right? But it's interesting because it's Pluto and it's fixed. So what are the fixed signs, right? Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. But it is Plutonian in nature. This is a call to action. Time to close a chapter. It's an awakening, a second chance, a rebirth. Moving into a brand new something. I'm almost going to say something died, so something can be something inside you could be reborn. You have here the Eight of Cups. Wow. So you have the Eight of Cups. And this is Mars in Pisces. And this is the center of your whole reading, Sagittarius. And think about it. What is the Eight of Cups normally? It's normally it depicts somebody walking away from something. You have walked away from something. You have, what is it? It's the separation, right? We talked about it. You've walked away, you've given up, and it's not bad. It's just, it was necessary. You're like, that's it. That wasn't working. I am now, and this is the center of your whole reading. Yep. There is a separation here, but it's a good it's a positive separation, because look at all the surrounding cards, right? Absolutely, positively. And here it is. You have the Four of Pentacles here in reverse. What is the Four of Pentacles? Normally it's a man on the card holding really tight to his pentacles, holding on tight. And when it's in reverse, it's a release. You've released something. You've released yourself. It's over. Something is over. Something new is starting. Like I said, this new road can be exciting. It can be a little scary. It's the unknown, but man, it's such a nice energy from where you were at. When we add this up and we break this down, it's Mercury. It's Virgo Gemini energy. Mercury manifests. It manifests itself through mental agility and communication. I'm trying to simplify it as much as possible. The energy is expressed. It's expressed. It can also represent quick thinking. But you have Mercury here and you have Mercury here. Communication. Communication. Okay. So let's look at your last leg. And here it is. You have a separation card again. And like I said, I don't know. I think this is a positive thing. Look at all these surrounding cards. Look at where you walked away from compared to what you're walking away to. It seems like something just went, and it was like such a relief for it to be over, a relief for you to be done with that thing, whatever it is. You have here the Page of Cups here in reverse. This is Cancer and Mercury and Cancer. The Page of Cups can be many things in many readings, okay? But there is a maturation going on here for you. And I don't care how old you are. I don't care whether you're, 14 or 40 or 80. There is an emotional maturing going on. Your wants and needs are becoming more solid. You're rediscovering what it is you want, what it is maybe you want from somebody else, a job, a person, the energy around you. You're not settling for whatever it is you were in. You're walking away. You have walked away already when this month starts, or you're in the middle of this energy now, and your destiny awaits. Because my eyes keep going right back to this card. Okay, there is a maturation going on here, right? This leads right into the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is Mercury and Gemini, but more importantly, it's a very determined card. You're determined to face challenges. You might be learning different ways to express yourself. That Mercury energy again, right? Different ways to express yourself, because it could be a communication card as well. Definitely, it could be a defensive card, defending what's yours, defending the way you want to live your life. Could be that too. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is definitely you. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, right? It's that Jupiter energy. Now in reverse, it is you. Many times I'll say it is advice saying you need to accept the process of change. I think you are accepting it. There is an emotional maturation here, and you have the process of change on the table, and this is an accepting of that, right? Don't fight change, embrace it. I do think that you've learned that. I think that for some of you, it was a long time coming. I think that many of you resisted certain changes. Many of you did. Because look at this. You do have the separation card, these two separation cards, but you have seeds that you're planting for the spring. When is the spring? It could be literal, but I do think it's very symbolic for most of you. You're planting seeds for your future, your new future, your reimagined future. When we add this up, we break it down, we get Pluto energy again, right? Scorpion energy manifests as transformation, renewal. Transformation, renewal. Okay. Let's look at your challenges. Now, you do have assistance. It says spirit guides. I'm really taking this in a different way for some reason. It may be very challenging for you, Sagittarius, to accept assistance. What is assistance? It could be, literal help with something. It could be feedback. It could be anything that the old you would resist. It's still challenging. Doesn't mean you're not going to overcome that challenge, but you're in the process of being reborn here, right? You have the Magician, and this sort of drives the point home. This is Aquarius energy. Focused attention, creation, confidence, a need to focus your intention on what you want to manifest. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging. It doesn't mean you're not going to overcome it. It doesn't mean it's going to be absolutely awful. I think you're going to overcome it. I mean, I looked at your cards. I looked at your charms. It's obvious you're going to do it, but you're in the process now. And the process always seems difficult. But I have this feeling inside me that there's excitement mixed with this, right? You have here you have the Three of Swords. What did I say? I said you were healing from something somewhere in this reading. Where was it? Oh, right. Beginning, the first week. So the Three of Swords is coming in sideways. This is a choice you're going to have to make. Are you going to heal from that experience and just move on from it and not let it take up space in your head anymore? See if I could refocus this. There you go. It's coming in sideways for a reason. Choices you have to make. Healing that you have to do. That's Venus and Libra energy. So, yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And you also have the World here. What did I say? A new road, right? Coming in sideways. This is what you're getting. This is what the offer here is on the table. The road is right in front of you. It's fixed energy again, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. It's also Jupiter energy, just like the Wheel of Fortune. It is the culmination card, right? Coming in sideways, you could be resisting certain things, but it's only going to be temporary. When you feel that resistance, when you feel that nudge inside you to resist something, just release it. Like that Four of Pentacles energy, release it. Just go with the flow. Trust the process. Wow. Definitely. Now, when we add this up and we break it down, guess what it is? Pluto again. Transformation. Your life is transforming. Accept the assistance that you're offered this month. It's going to be challenging for you, but accept it. This could be in the form of therapy. It could be in the form of a friend giving you advice that you don't really want to hear. It could be finances. It could be anything. It's going to be different for each Sagittarian, but there's going to be help presented to you in February, and you need to be able to say, okay, I accept this feedback, this money, this help, whatever. Okay? Let's move on to your opportunities. So you have doubts. There's going to be an opportunity here to release the doubts that you have. I think it has something to do with this. I think you have doubts when anyone tries to help you. I don't know. I think I'm oversimplifying that. You have doubts about something here, but in your opportunities column, you're going to be able to release those doubts. This month, you're going to have that opportunity, okay? Now, let's look at all your cards. You even pulled 3 over there. You have the Seven of Swords. Now, Seven of Swords could be many things in many readings, as we know. But the Seven of Swords in an opportunity column is strategy for you, right? This is Uranus in Aquarius. Resourcefulness, boundary setting, making long-term decisions, getting your ducks in a row. Yep, planting those seeds, okay? Planting those seeds. You have here the High Priestess, pure Piscean energy. Now, Usually, there are two pillars on either side of the High Priestess. It's represented by smoke in this deck. Now, the pillars are they're biblical. One is Yahin, and the other is Boaz. Yahin means, let's start with Boaz. Boaz means completion, and Yahin means beginning. And that's what we talked about through this whole reading. There is something that's ending and something that is beginning. There is something that is being released, an old version of yourself, and a new one is taking its place. You have the Lovers here, Gemini energy. This could be you in a brand new relationship, an opportunity to deepen an existing relationship. This could be those decisions that we talked about. Right, Sagittarius? Yeah. Choices, new roads. You notice people usually think, look, there's a ladder. It's time to move on. It is time to move on, right? You have here the Knight of Wands, more fire energy. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is Jupiter and Leo. Energy, confidence, completion, taking action, opportunity for all of the above. You have here the Fool in reverse. Like I said, these cards mean many things in many readings, but I have to tell you, it's Aquarius energy. Some people say it's Aries energy. Some people say it's Gemini energy. It's Uranus, so to me it's Aquarius. But considering all your cards, this is you actually thinking about your next step before blindly rushing into something. You're like, okay, I've reached this goal. Now what's the next goal? I'm going to do the Seven of Swords energy. I'm going to be strategic. I'm going to plan it. I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to make it happen. Something had to be completed. Yeah, you're not jumping into anything. You're taking your time and you're making decisions, and I like that. I like that. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Uranus, Aquarius energy, and that manifests in your life as change, freedom, and vision. Your opportunity for change, freedom, and vision. Yep. I'm looking at all your cards. Fascinating reading here. Sagittarius, as always. So let's pull a couple of these cards. Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius, please. We have the Hourglass. Time is of the essence. I don't think you're messing around anymore here, Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, you have Earth. We talked about that, right? The Earth element. Utilize logic, reason, and common sense. You're no longer the fool. You're no longer the fool. You've matured. What did I say? There is emotional maturity here. The Fool in reverse could represent that as well. A maturity about you. You still have the excitement. You still have that bounce in your step, but you're no fool. Maybe you were a fool. Maybe in the past you felt as though you were a fool. You're not a fool anymore. Beautiful energy, Sagittarius, as always. Okay, I'm going to do your numbers now. So let's see. The total. Wow. So the total for the reading, when we add up all the numbers and we break them back down, is master number 11. And that is, what is it? It is Aries energy, right? It's any cardinal signs energy, but it is definitely Aries, right? Cardinal number, the initiator, starting something new. It's everything we said in this reading. Initiating a new path for yourself. The numbers that we saw the most in this reading were Pluto, which is number 10, and the Sun, which is what? Number 1. The Sun is illumination, happiness, but it is number 1. It is the starting point of something. 11, again, the initiator, right? Your lucky numbers are 39, 8, 1, 24, 10, and 4. As far as signs go, we talked about Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini. The signs we talked about the most are pretty tied between Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Fixed energy. fixed energy, tunnel vision. With the planets, the planet that we mentioned the most in this reading, and when I say we mentioned it, it doesn't mean that I'm just casually talking about it. It means they were on the cards. Jupiter, your planet of expansion. It is time to expand. You're expanding this month. No doubt. Will it be comfortable every minute of it? No. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. Okay. I'll see you next time, Sagittarius. Namaste.